Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the LPTV Disney Morning Show, aka where the two hosts never come to you from the same place 2 days in a row. My name is Doobie Mosley, co-founder of Laughing Place, co-host of the show. This time, hosting from LPHQ North, aka where I live. I've said AKA twice already today, and you might find this interesting, Kyle. AKA is actually on my list, and yet here I am using it.
I mean, AKA is fine. At least you're not trying to like. I don't mind ASAP, but I don't like when people say ASAP. So if you said like AKA, then that would be bad.
I feel like though ASAP makes sense because you're trying to get stuff done quickly, and that's faster than ASAP. Kyle disagrees. That's Kyle Burbank, managing editor of Laughing Place.
Hello, and my apartment complex is apparently doing fire alarm testing, so this could be a fun show if that
the
doesn't.
fire alarm goes whoop whoop. Someone may get that reference. All right, so we are here to talk about what's going on in the world of Disney. Pretty fun last 24 hours, so we're gonna have some fun today. But we're gonna start today. Wait. We have no comments in the chat, guys. I know you're out there. It's an interactive show. Please use the chat. Say hello, ask questions, leave comments. Okay, now we're gonna start the day like we do every day with Kyle Burbank, financial guru. Yesterday, the stock finally got back up into three digits. How's it looking today?
Well, hitting that 3 digit yesterday was a big milestone. So today I'm going down.
Down with the stock. Kyle is accurate, very accurate. Not only has it gone past 99, it has gone to 98. Disney stock is in the toilet. So sell now, get out. No, that's not good advice.
Not financial advice.
Buy low, sell high. Hi, Charles. Thank you for being there. Mike Mack. Change your profile picture already. I'm so
Looks
sick
real
of
good
looking
today.
at Mike Mack male model. All right. And the next thing we do every day before we get into the news, we have your financial information and we have your weather information.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello and welcome to the LP Disney Weather Update. It's a bit early, so let's just get to it. Disneyland will get into the 70s today with sunny skies. Sounds like quintessential SoCal to me. Orlando will be cloudy with a high of 81 and perhaps a nice breeze. Sounds cold by Doobie standards. Castaway Keys weather will be remarkably like Florida's, with the same high and mostly cloudy skies. Weird. Disneyland Paris is at about 60 right now and will drop a few more degrees as they close out their park day. Tomorrow, Tokyo will be partly cloudy and hit the mid-70s. Winds could pick up a bit in the evening and night, so hold on to your hat. Shanghai should stay dry tomorrow with a high of 73, but a non-zero chance of rain does exist in the evening. Hong Kong is set for another day of thunderstorms, hitting 80 degrees at its peak. The lesser storm chances are in the evening, so hopefully guests can sneak in some park time then. That's it for today's weather, but I wanted to give an update on a little endeavor of mine. The other day, I sent an email to Steven Spielberg and, well, if you can believe it, I haven't heard back. Bye for now.
I adjusted the
Look.
timing a little bit.
That wasn't Ethan, that was you?
I don't know how to do it with Ethan, so I have to do it manually.
Okay, that was hilarious. Ethan, stick with it, man. Hashtag Ethan is indie. Don't give up. Don't give up on that. Mike Mack, I have made up my mind. I met. When did I first know you, Mike? Like probably 2020. I want Mike Mack circa 2020. Schleppy clothes, no beard, can't jump.
That's
The old
pretty
Mike.
homeowner Mac, though.
That's okay. I'm okay with that. Doesn't affect me. Yeah, it's not my
No,
home.
I'm just saying, like, that's what the glow up is, partially. Now
You
he's got
think
his own
that's what it is?
office with a place for all his Marvel toys and
Where do you think
accessories.
this is headed? I mean, what's Mike Mack's ceiling?
Oh, the sky.
Our whole staff is so tolerant of what we do, though, on the air. Thank you very much for not suing us. Okay, let's get started. So last night was a big day at Disneyland. It was Throwback Night at Disneyland, which is such a fun night. Is there a better thing you could do for Disney fans than have a Throwback Night?
I mean, no. I mean, whether you're doing 90s or 80s, I know those aren't titled Throwback Nights, but they still are in essence. So no,
Right.
I think these are definitely these like decade specific. Well, this one wasn't decade specific, but these Throwback Nights, for lack of a better term, are exactly the kind of things that people want.
So Mike Celestino covered that for us today. We started early today because I have to do something after the show. So he was up late last night. Plus, the Mandalorian finale is today. There was no way Mike Celestino could join us this morning. So we're just going to go through some of his stuff. He did a great job covering it, tweeting it, and just experience some of the fun through the eyes of Mike Celestino. But first, just this, but able to dunk. That's my ceiling. The dunk's not happening, Mac. I don't care how much you
Fisher
Photoshop yourself
Price.
at a rim. Exactly. Exactly. Now, are you almost there, Mac? Are you still working on it? Do you really think you're going to make this happen? And do we have a deadline on this? Or
Do we
can
get
you
a
just keep trying?
trampoline? You could be like
No, no
the
trampoline.
Sun's gorilla.
He sent me a picture of him like this close to dunking that had to be photoshopped. He's like 5'4". There's no way Mike Mack can dunk. All right, let's get to Throwback Night. This is the beautiful map they handed out. So many of my friends were there, not just Mac, but people I know on Facebook, just having a great old time. It was fantastic. There's the hands of Celestino, if you're curious what those look like. And so, obviously, they gave you a cool ticket, like with a throwback Disney, the classic Disney marquee. And much of it was centered around characters, of course. How cool is this? Turning the old carousel building, which is now what Star Wars Launch Bay,
Who
back
knows?
into what?
Who knows at this point what it is? Filler.
Turning it back into Carousel of Progress. That's pretty cool.
Can I see the credential again?
Yeah.
So for 2023, but that's tomorrow.
Oh my. Do you think they
Oh,
changed
no,
the
I guess
date?
it's before 2023. I don't know because there's two events, right? So there was yesterday, and then is there another one tomorrow? So do they just like mix them up?
That's a good question.
Maybe it is
Mac.
just supposed to be. Maybe it is just supposed to be generically April 2023.
Oh, but that's too close because April 20. Plus 420. I don't think Disney's going there.
They're not Elon.
All right. So, along with the Carousel of Progress, you could actually meet mom and dad from the show. So, characters are obviously a huge part of Throwback Night. And I thought this was pretty cool. You could meet. Do they even have names? I don't think they have names.
John and Sarah.
Are they really?
Yes. And then the daughter is Patricia, and the son is someone. I forgot his name. And then there's Uncle
dog.
Orville. So yes, they have names.
And Rover, the dog Rover, right?
Yeah. Don't interrupt
Oh.
while Sarah's interrupting.
Okay, sorry. Not like I've seen the show 100 times. So, nice pictures of them. Pretty cool stuff. Let's see. And then People Mover. It's like they're teasing you with Tomorrowland. We've got Carousel of Progress. We've got People Mover. So, cool photo ops with the People Mover over in Tomorrowland. Makes it look like you're really riding the attraction that we all thought was going to be announced back at Expo.
We all? I don't know.
Okay. Some people thought was going to be announced back at Expo.
There you go.
Let's see. The original ticket booth. This
This is
of course, is cool. The Dumbo the way he used to be back in the day. Old school walk around Dumbo, meeting people over at Dumbo. Did the old one eyes blink? Must have. If they're
I
doing it
guess
here.
so. Either
mean,
way,
it's not like
very cool.
It's not like he needs his arms for anything. Spoiler alert: there's someone in the costume, and his arms don't move, so it makes sense they could blink the eyes.
I like this much better than the retro Winnie the Pooh, even though they have some similarities.
Yes. And then they did have Fantasy in the Sky fireworks, which was a pretty short show. We have a full video up on our YouTube. I'm going to put that link in the chat for you right now.
I feel like that's the one they usually tag on to like the New Year's Eve fireworks and stuff too.
Probably makes sense. Fantasy in the Sky is so old school, but that's appropriate for Throwback Night. So again, the link for that's in the chat if you want to go see that in its entirety. In the
Oh, look
meantime,
at that. You are subscribed and you rang the bell for Laughing Place's YouTube channel. That seems like something maybe everyone should do.
yeah, this isn't my Laughing Place one I'm under here. This is my personal account. So I did subscribe to Laughing Place. I did ring the bell. I did not get a notification though that we're. Oh, I did, and that's why. Okay.
The
Back
system
over
works.
to Disneyland and Adventure Through again, teasing the fans. Adventure Through Inner Space, another cool
Could they
photo
possibly
spot.
survive?
And I like that they actually put them where the attraction was. This is over by Star Tours, and the other was over by Rocket Rods. Yeah, like that. I think the fans really like this. See a lot of retweets and stuff on this stuff. And then even Flight to the Moon over by Red Rocket's Pizza Port. They have a character there. This is so cool. Oh my goodness. This is really, really fun. I hope the fans loved it. And a change from having, usually these things are dominated by obscure, regular walk-around characters. But here they've created characters out of classic Disneyland people. And I love that idea. And maybe the lines weren't quite as horrendous as a result. I like this tweet by Mike. No projection effects on Main Street for this event, but I suppose that wouldn't be very throwback. We're not cheap, we're theming. And then over at the Main Street Cinema, they had classic footage of Disneyland showing, which is pretty cool instead of the normal Mickey shorts there.
Is there one of just Walt pacing through the orange grove?
This is from the opening day rehearsal with Walt Disney there. So apparently the plan was for him to be there. I don't know what ultimately happened, that he wasn't. But again, you can see
People
that
don't
video.
watch Disney Trivia Live. They don't know what's talking.
That's okay. Then they're making a mistake. Watch Disney Trivia Live Tuesday, Saturday, 7:30 p.m.
Except for
return. Tonight's
tonight?
Wednesday.
Yeah,
tonight's-
okay. That's right. Good point.
But we did not have one last night. We will be returning on Saturday.
Okay.
Yes, we'll be back. That's why the show is early today. I'm going to pick up my family right after the show. A cool Disneyland photo spot, the old TV show. Step into a TV. It kind of reminds you of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where you get shrunk down to TV size.
Mike TV.
Yeah. That name I remember. I don't know Carousel of Progress, but Mike TV. And a classic Disneyland marquee. Look at all the fun people are having.
Did we get
This is not classic. This is not. I think we'll get there. This is not classic.
No, it's not. That's like 90s.
This is weird. They look so out of place. Maybe they came from the future. They had special nostalgic timepieces. Way to go, Citizen. Getting in the game. Earn your sponsorship. And some classic swing dancing at Fantasy Fair, which used to be a big swing dancing place. I don't see Mike out there, so I'm assuming he's holding the camera. And here it is, Kyle.
Okay.
What you've been waiting for.
Yes. I don't think any of us are old enough to actually see these people, but yeah, we've seen them in videos and stuff, like First 50 Magical Years. So pretty fun. Space Age Travel.
You know what's sad? What I wish they would have had is the Rocket Man, Jetpack Man, who just flew high in the air. Why did they not do that?
I don't know.
It's part of the whole drone
Sounds
problem.
dangerous. OSHA. That would be my guess.
And wow, okay, so here we go with some classic Fantasias. Character costumes have gotten better over the years.
Oh, it's a pig with lipstick. Is that the theme?
That's a crazy costume. There was food, some Red Rose Tavern nostalgic food.
Oh, it looks nostalgic. It looks like a pizza with a salad on it.
Nostalgic tater tots are a very nostalgic food.
Yeah.
I'll be
That's
so
fair.
cynical. Okay. E.P. Ripley with Walt and Mickey, that classic picture. Get your picture with them. Do you think it's best they did stand-ups instead of like using a walk-around Walt?
No. They should have done. I mean, the guy who was playing John could have easily just kind of put on some different clothes and become Walt.
Slid on up. If you're a Magic Key holder, you had the chance to get your own little complimentary miniature pennant which is really cool. When you went to Disneyland in your early years, did you always come home with a pennant?
I do have some pennants. I don't know if I had Disneyland ones. I had one for the Cleveland baseball team.
We would always come home with a Disneyland pennant. We'd come home with a pennant, and we'd come home with the glow necklace. You remember the glow? They don't sell those anymore.
Totally. And you put them in the freezer to try to preserve
Right.
it.
Yeah, I wonder why they stopped selling those. Those were fun. And then they're playing a game of pretend over here. Those are not really classic characters. I don't know what a game of pretend is.
Also, why is Tinkerbell the same size as Peter?
Because it's not real, Kyle. Use your imagination.
Okay.
The Mariachi Espectacular were over on the Golden Horseshoe, entertaining folks. Again, back to the classic attractions. Nature's Wonderland, where it should be, over in Frontierland. Get your picture taken. Wow, I feel like if you got that from the right angle, you would not be able to tell this wasn't the real train. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, I remember it being bright yellow and boxy and having the name of the ride and the track above it.
And the animals just kind of hanging there in midair.
Yeah, looking like postcards.
Another one, Skyway.
This is convincing.
I know. Someone should have jumped out the front and landed in a rose bush, and then they close it down. Anyway, someone understands that. The fairies from Sleeping Beauty
I think
were
everyone
there.
understood it. I just was shaking my...
And Mike Celestino enjoying the more interactive moments with the characters of this event. The fact that you get to play games with them, not just get your picture taken with them. That's pretty cool. That is interesting.
You think he was just yelling incorrect names at them? Since he doesn't know the names of the three fairies? Periwinkle!
Janet! So that was Throwback Night. Again, we've got a detailed article on that, which I'm going to give you the link to. You can go peruse that at your leisure, because it looks like a ton of fun. You said there's another one coming up, Kyle?
I thought so.
I believe you. We should have that information prepared. Okay. And also look up...
There is one on the 20th.
Oh!
Leads to more questions about that tag. Yeah,
now I want...
in April 20th.
I want to see more pictures of the credential to see, if did they run out of the 18th and have to move to the 20th too soon? Or wouldn't it be funny if on the 20th they hand out the ones from the 18th, someone messed up?
Yeah, and that's how they know. You're like, oh, mine was the 20th. They're like, oh, today we're hanging out the 18th. You're a liar. Liar.
Throwback Night at Disneyland. All right. Next up, Imagineer Eric Robinson, who I'm a big fan of. I've known about Eric's work since... It's almost like my first time going to Disneyland, going up to the Disney Gallery, and there was this beautiful picture of Belle in her provincial dress. And I'm like, I want that painting. And, of course, it costs more than I make in a year, so it wasn't going to happen. But it was done by the famous, as I knew him at the time, Eric Robinson. Turns out it's Robison. So I followed his career ever since then. He's a former Imagineer. And then he did work for Disney as an artist. Now he does work for a different company as an artist, but he still gets commissioned to do Disney stuff sometimes. He's also a fun guy to follow on Facebook. So friend Eric Robinson, he has some really fun posts. Really, really nice guy. And now he has been commissioned to do a 40th anniversary painting celebrating Tokyo Disney Resort. So before I show it to you, I'm going to show you, it's a update of a Herb Ryman painting right here. This is the original. And they wanted to update it to... It looks so Herbie, which means there's a nun in here somewhere. Every Herbie painting has a... What?
The painting is fully loaded.
That's not an appropriate joke about Herb Ryman. I'm going to veto that guy. So every Herb Ryman painting has a nun somewhere in it, as I recall. But I'm not finding this one. I tried to find it, but I found none. But, so... he updated this. Eric Robinson did an update of this. And here you can see that. Putting some elements from Tokyo Disney Sea in there, like the Mount Prometheus up here.
Good job.
Yay, Eric. I'm so happy for him. Very happy for him.
I thought you were applauding yourself for knowing Mount Prometheus.
No. Everyone knows Mount. Do you know what I do for a living, Kyle? Well,
yeah,
not what
John
I do for a
and
living.
Sarah.
I'm insulted. On the way to Throwback Night last night, Mike Celestino took a detour. Or maybe it wasn't Mike. I don't know who took these pictures. And got pictures of a new installation at Downtown Disney celebrating Secrets of the Elephants, which is coming on a new series coming on National Geographic. And here it is. Appropriate that they put it in front of the Rainforest Cafe, don't you think, Kyle?
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I mean, you couldn't see animatronic elephants, and now you can see the painted statue of elephants.
Except it's no longer the Rainforest Cafe. And the classic Nat Geo yellow rectangle, sorry. And there's a good look at those very, very colorful elephants that you can see at Downtown Disney District. Did you have something to interject? It looked like something came up.
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
Okay. The Disney Vacation Club villas at the Disneyland Hotel have announced that sales will begin soon. They did not give us a date, right, Kyle?
No. Yes, I think they did.
They did?
Like, I was just so quick to say no. I'm pretty sure that, hopefully there's dates in there. Let me check.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Let's see. The villas they're opening on September 28th. All right. You find those dates, Kyle, because I didn't think there were dates in here.
Thought it was.
So,
Yeah, hold
sorry.
on. Scroll up.
Okay. Scroll up.
Sales of villas at Disneyland Hotel will open to current Disney Vacation members on May 2nd, to all others on May 30th.
Okay. So I'm going to make a humble suggestion that this should be a little more prominent in the article. But it is in there, and you are correct. Oh. Now I understand, Kyle. And finally, not a whole lot of news today other than the throwback, but finally, Run Disney medals for 2023 virtual series. Medals are such a big deal to the Run Disney people. Such a big deal.
Yeah.
Have been revealed. You too, right?
I mean, they're fun. They also, you just end up in a box, a long box of medals.
So here's what they are. Obviously celebrating Disney 100, virtual 5K. Virtual 5K. If you're big on medals, there they are. I'm not so big on medals. I just don't connect, but that's just me. Anything else, Kyle, that I missed? I feel like it's such a short day, but I checked. I didn't see anything.
I have. Well, we did learn about. Let me send it to you in case you don't have it. The new Pixar movie is going to have a big, fancy debut. It's going to be the closing. Pixar's Elemental will be the closing film at the world famous Cannes Film Festival. So it'll play there on May 27th, and they released some nice art to go along with that premiere. Look at them enjoying the French coast.
Wow. You excited about this one?
Somewhat, yeah. I'm interested in the art and the world building of it more than the story at the moment. But of course, I would hope for a good story. I do like.
Can you say
envelope or not envelope? Wow, umbrella.
Can you say Cannes Film Festival the way William Shatner would?
Cannes!
I can't believe you did. That's what I was hoping for, and you actually did it. I'm shocked. All right, then let's move on to...
It took me a second because I was trying to think of is there a song that I need to sing as just talk sing? And I'm like, oh no, he's talking about Wrath.
The Wrath. All right, so this has gone from strictly educational to the quiz portion of our show. So Kyle.
Quizzes are educational. That's why they're part of school.
1946.
Okay.
This person was born. You may know him as the voice of Sir in Alien Encounter. Also a voice in Tailspin. Also a face, actor in Muppet Treasure Island. And did this awesome song from a CD from, the 90s called The Ballad of Davy Crockett, which is just haunting if you've ever heard him do this song. Kyle, who is this person?
Well, you're missing his largest Disney credit, which is Dr. Frank Enfurter in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. That is my man, Tim Curry.
I knew that would be your man. I knew you'd be a fan of his. Is Rocky Horror Picture Show Disney now?
It's owned by it's Fox. It's a Disney movie.
Wow. Okay. Yes, that is definitely his biggest role. Okay, Tim Curry.
Also, he appeared on Psych, right?
He had to appear on Psych. I don't remember that. There's no way he didn't.
Which makes
Sorry.
sense, right?
Dismiss. What's going on? Sorry. 1 second. I skipped an important part of the show. Open image and new tab.
That's going to be our new thing. Did this person appear on Psych? And did they?
And there it is. Tim Curry in Muppet Treasure Island.
We've got cabin fever. We've got cabin fever.
All right, this is a tough one, Kyle. If you get this one, I'm going to be so impressed.
Okay.
I don't know how many hints I can give. 1987, on this day.
Okay.
This show made its debut, although its debut was very different than the form it is now as a regular series.
Okay. What year? 87?
87.
Okay. Can I have any other hint? I mean, that
yeah, I can. Its debut was as a segment on a different TV show.
So this is not an original Disney production.
No, it is not. It is not.
The Simpsons on Tracy Ullman.
It is The Simpsons on Tracy Ullman show on this day in 1987, where they looked and sounded so different.
Yeah.
I remember going to see the Tracy Ullman show, filming once of the Tracy Ullman show, so they showed us this in the theater where we were watching. Wow. Good job, Kyle. I thought that would be a little tougher for you. I'm impressed. All right, next up, one more. Disney Channel show, 1998. I will read the synopsis. A teenager named Duncan unwittingly falls for the American president's daughter, and the pair soon find themselves off on a wild adventure.
Well, here's the thing. I don't remember what it's called. Is it called like First Daughter, or is that a different movie?
That's a different movie.
Is it my date with the president's daughter or something like that?
You nailed it. Don't talk anymore. My Date with the President's Daughter on this day, 1987, starring Dabney Coleman as the president. Again, I did not have a picture ready. I should always have a picture ready. Open image, a new tab, share, and boom, there you go. Look at those memories come flooding back to everyone out there.
That's Will
Who remembers
Friedle.
this show. Is it really?
Yeah, pretty sure. Of Boy Meets World fame, and also the voice of Ron Stoppable.
And was he on Psych?
I don't think he was on Psych. I feel I would have remembered it, but I saw him in person not 3 weeks ago at C2E2.
Yeah. And you know who was on Psych? Was Kurt Smith of Tears for Fears.
It's true.
Yeah. Recurring role.
Shout.
That's all we've got today, Kyle. Kind of short and sweet this morning.
Well, you got to go pick up your short and sweet, so.
No way to talk about Gideon. The Reedy Creek, what do they call themselves now? Oh, this is the
Central
Reedy
Florida
Creek.
Tourism Oversight
Yes.
something.
Yes, they are having a meeting right now. If you are interested in following that saga, you can go follow that on our Twitter right now as someone is there. Who's there again? I'm sorry.
Jeremiah Good.
Jeremiah Good. Back in
Trip 23 himself.
Does he not get a vacation after such a whirlwind trip like that? He's got to wake up and go right to work.
You want a vacation from his vacation?
That was not a vacation. He did not sleep.
It was his own doing.
Okay. Jeremiah Good is there covering that. You can follow all the tweets right now. I'm watching him go. It looks just so incredibly interesting if you care about stuff like that. I hope this gets resolved soon. I am not a big fan of all of this stuff. Not taking any sides. I just want it to end. Anyway, thanks for joining us today, folks. I hope you have a great Wednesday out there. Enjoy the Mandalorian finale. Maybe we obviously can't talk about today with any spoilers, but Mike
I haven't
Celestino.
watched it yet, so I really can't.
I'm a couple of
I did
episodes
watch
behind
3 last night, so we just have the penultimate and now the finale.
I have a feeling with my wife coming home today, I'm going to get caught up. I wonder if she probably has watched it already by the time she got here, knowing her. But she'll watch it.
She was
again
going to
with me.
download it on the plane, or download it
Okay.
before she got on the plane. She said.
Yeah. She'll watch it again with me, though. She's nice that way. But maybe, we can talk about the season with Mike maybe in a week or so when we give people a chance to see it. That'd be fun to have him on for a little bit. Anyway, thanks for joining us today, folks. Have a great Wednesday.